Hey, it's Mila. Welcome back to my channel.
I go around and I go around and I go around, I go around. I'm always out, I am always out, I am always out, I'm always out. I keep running so I don't have to go.
You're gonna see that when I say ambitious, I mean like very ambitious. You're gonna see the type of like reading vlogs I have planned to film this month, and you're gonna be like, you are absolutely insane, but insane in a good way. So if you're new here, my name is Mila. I make everything from college, lifestyle, and bookish type content. So if that sounds fun, definitely hit the subscribe button to join our little, like small little family so you can be updated every single time I post. Let's just like hop right into it because I have a lot to show you. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Honestly, I do not know what went through my head when I was like, let's film this reading vlog. But we're getting a bit too ahead of ourselves. Let's go. I don't have an order in which I want to read them. You know what? Let's just go for that batshit insane reading vlog that I have planned. I want to try to read a book a day. Yes, I know how crazy that sounds, but I feel like it's very possible. Like, given the books that I found on my shelf, I feel like I could read them all in a day. So let's just go for all of those books first. First, we have Bless Your Heart by Lyra Parrish. I don't know much about this. I just know that it's a small town romance. And if you look at it, like, you see, it seems like very manageable to read in a day. It's like just under 230 pages. So I'm like, that's very possible. We shall see. But yeah, that's one of the books. Another one I want to read for that video is Stay With Me by Mila Gray. This one also, as you can see, pretty like big text. Do we not have a page number? This one is 356, but as you saw, like, it is big, it is YA. So I feel like, again, very possible to read in a day. Also, I had a bit of Colleen Hoover on my shelf that I never picked up. So I was like, might as well, because I know her books I read pretty fast. And this one is more of a thriller. So I was like, perfect. Layla by Colleen Hoover. Once again, Colleen Hoover books, I know I read them fast, so I was like, might as well just get them off my shelf. This one, it's not summer vibes, it's a fall book, but it's very short, so I was like, might as well. Accidentally Amy, it's literally, they mix of a pumpkin spice latte, but I'm like, no, let's read it over the summer in like July. This one, it's, I think it's exactly like 240 pages. So again, very possible. The text is kind of smaller here, but I feel like once I get into the book, I'll be fine. Another one we have for that video, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. So here we have House of Salt and Sorrow. Yeah, this book, let's ignore how it's like literally falling apart. This is YA. It's pretty big. It's like a standalone, I don't know if it's like fantasy per se, but something like that. It's like a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. Also, it's by Aaron A. Craig. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. The sixth one, it's another small town, Done and Dusted by Layla Sage. This is like small town, cowboy, western. I'm assuming I don't know what it's about. I just know the cover and I know people like it. This one, it's written pretty big also. So very possible. The last one is Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. This one, relatively big writing. It's under 300 pages, I think. Oh no, it's like 305 pages. Yes, we're planning to read 7 books in 1 week. I don't know how realistic that's gonna be. Like, I think I'm actually gonna have to text my friends, be like, hey, do not text me at all this week. I'm like very busy with YouTube. But yeah, that's a whole reading vlog that I'm planning to film this month. So already, if I can like get all of these, that's like 7 books done in 1 week, which is absolutely amazing. I also have another reading vlog planned. Like that one I think is gonna be coming out in August. This one is gonna be actually coming out in July. And this is like reading TBR veterans, because I've had these books on my shelf for so long, never got them, so I'm like, might as well just make a little like reading vlog themed around them. So for that book, guys, finally we're reading Marina Zapata Under Lock. I'm like, it's about damn time. So obviously this is a slow burn. I love a slow burn, so I know I'm gonna love it, but it's just I've never picked it up, and I'm like, okay, you have to pick this up for this video. So we're finally reading Marina Zapata this month. Be super proud of me because it's finally happening. Also, we have Hooked for that video. Hooked, I've had it on my shelf for so long. I think I first found out about it before the series kind of got popular, and I'm like, why have you not read it? I don't know. But also Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This is like a Peter Pan retelling. I don't know if it's like mafia, but kind of a bit of like mafia themes. I don't know. We shall see. And then the last book for that video that I want to read is The Insiders by Tajan. This, I don't know how I found out about this. I think it was on Book Outlets. Maybe I was on Book Outlet, and then I read I recognized the author because I think someone had talked about this author in like a video, and I recognized the author, so I read the summary and it seemed really interesting. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep on like looking at my face in the camera. At some points I feel like it looks very dark, at some points it feels like it looks very light. It's so gloomy outside, so I'm trying my best with the lighting, so I apologize if the lighting's like a little odd. But yeah, I read the summary. It sounded super interesting, so I'm like, let's pick it up. I have the entire trilogy, but I have not read it, and I'm like, what are you doing? So yes, this is another book that I want to read for that video. I think that's all in terms of like reading vlogs. Obviously I am filming a reading vlog for the Addicted Calloway series, so I'm going to be continuing that. Let's just grab the books. So in the month of July, I'm planning to get through Kiss the Sky, which is the first book for Rose and Connor, and then Hothouse Flower, which is the first book for Daisy and Reich. I'm currently reading Addicted for Now, and there's just, oh my god, I remember reading the first book. I was like, for most of the book, I was like, it's not bad. I mean, also I was like, okay, it's the first book. I'm not gonna be super attached to the characters. Like, I don't get like the hype, but I can kind of see things piecing together. But then by the end of the first book, your heart is like, you are attached to these characters. You spend maybe 300 pages with them, but you're so attached. And there's so much more story to go. Like, I am hooked, claws in. I'm obsessed with these characters. And so far, my favorite, I love all of them, right? I love Connor the most. Just how he is. I love that the most. For the whole Reich and Daisy thing, I don't know timeline-wise when this book takes place, but she like just turned 16. Reich is 22. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. But also, like, the banter that you saw between them, I'm like, it's so perfect. I love it. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, she's 16, he's 22. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I know people really love this book. So I'll see. I don't know. Like obviously I know that I'm gonna like it and that her age is kind of like gonna go to the back of my head. But also going in, I'm like, this is a little bit odd. Also, another series that I'm currently reading for a reading vlog, but this was gonna come out like much later. I'm reading Throne of Glass. So this month I want to tackle book 2, which is Crown of Midnight. I don't think I'm going to be able to advance more in this series because of like everything else that I'm planning to film this month. But yes, Crown of Midnight book 2. At the point that I'm filming this, we're currently June 24th. I have not finished Addicted for Now, so I have not yet read Throne of Glass, but everyone says I'm going to absolutely love it. So we will see. But yeah, tackling book 2, very excited, very nervous. We will see my opinions on it eventually. And then these last 4 books, because I think that I'm going to be able to read more than everything here that I just showed you. These last 4 books are just like in between things, so I can just like read something and not have to think about like, oh, let's turn on my camera, let's film an update and stuff like that, because it does get a little like tiring after a while when you always have to like film with your camera like around you. So I just wanted to put things like in between to kind of like give me like not a palate cleanser, but just like a little break from filming. So we have The One by John Mars. I remember seeing Netflix show and I was like, oh my god, this is so interesting. But then I didn't start it, I added it to my watch later, and then I ended up going to the bookstore and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, it's actually a book first. So I was like, you cannot watch the series until you read the book first. So I bought the book. I have not read it yet. So I figured, this month, let's read the book so I can watch the series because it's summer. Might as well get through as many like Netflix and Amazon, just like whatever series that I have like piled up in my like to be watched over the summer. I also want to get to the second book of the Chestnut Spring series, which is Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is Willa's book. Willa, I'm pretty sure it's the main character of the first book's best friend, and Cade, which is Rhett's oldest brother who has a child. Oh my god, I keep looking in my mirror and there's this like small piece of hair here that I don't know what it's doing. It's just acting weird. I keep on fixing it whenever I see it, but it's really starting to annoy me. So I'm so sorry for having like a weird strand of hair just like over here. But yeah, I think this is like a nanny trope because he does have a child. I don't know, but I loved Flawless so much. I'm super excited. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh yeah, super excited to continue the series. Here, so Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. Yeah, I was not able to scratch this off because of my nails. I bought this last summer. I have not read it yet, but it's very summer vibes. It's on my summer TBR, so I was like, might as well read it this month. This, I'm pretty sure it's like a romance with a little like scavenger hunt thing added to it. I'm pretty sure it takes place on a like resort island or something like that. So like very tropical, very summery, little bit of like added thing on top of the romance. And I haven't read a Christina Lauren book in so long, so I'm really excited to check this out. And I feel like the cover is absolutely beautiful. Like I was pretty sure the North American cover was like blue, and then I ended up finding this pink cover and I'm like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. Like I have to buy it because yes, the blue one is pretty, but this one is just like chef's kiss beautiful. Then the last book I'm planning to read this month is These Rough Waters by Rhea Wilde. Small town romance. As you can see, I'm kind of going like a small town romance kick. Oh my god, I was gonna say kick. Small town romance kick. I feel like they're perfect for the summer, and I do want to like oh my god, I love this. And I do kind of want to like film a video about small town romances, so I'm like trying to fit them in wherever I can. Small Town Romance, it's a series. I think it's like a 4-book series. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I just went on Amazon, I typed in small town romances, I read the first ones that popped up. It seemed interesting, I added them to cart and I bought. If not, I didn't do it. This was one of them that I found like super interesting. I think I saw one of the further books and then I was like, oh, it's a series. I read the summary for book 1 and I was like, love it, sounds interesting, let's add to carts. Don't remember what it's about, but I liked it enough to buy. So yes, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books I'm planning to read this month. Yeah. Very ambitious, but I feel like if I can get through, like I was planning to do the reading 7 books, like reading a book every day in a week video at the end of the month, but I might just do it before because I am on a reading kick. I don't know. We will see. But I have faith. I think we can do it. Like I wouldn't have put this in my TBR and plan out the video if I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I'm very hopeful. But yeah, we will see what happens. If you want to see if I am actually able to do it, definitely hit the subscribe button once again and leave a thumbs up so I know that you're excited for that video. All my socials I linked down below, my TikTok, Instagram, and Goodreads, so you can go like follow me over there. I do post what I read on my Insta, so if you're a little bit impatient and you want to see like what I'm reading right now or my opinions and stuff like that, or just follow around with my life, my Insta story is super active over there. And that's pretty much it for me today. So stay safe, protect your vibe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!